Salute, 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 salute. Salute, 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 salute. Man, oh man, oh man. This is gonna be one of those episodes. Apologies for the tardiness. Let me shout out the chat real quick. Elevated salute, man. Oh, bless her, Crochet. That's man. She's here. Uh Gen X salute, Source salute. I see y'all, fam. Monique salute, fam. Hey Sandy, what's good? Rapper salute, fam. Let's see. Tiff Take, lovely 617, salute, salute. Listen, we got a star-studded show lined up for y'all. We have on deck one of the individuals who she don't notice, and honestly, after she hears me say this, it'll click for her. But when I was spiraling in on my YouTube journey, when I was undecisive if I wanted to just stay in the dirty sector of YouTube or start doing positive content. Uh Mary was one of the individuals who embraced me. She spoke to me in the chat. We and from that moment it just dawned on me like, hey, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So I definitely need to shout out for that. But without further ado, we have the awesome one of the dynamic duos of this whole sector. Between her and her mother, they are phenomenal, and I'm just blessed to have her. So, without further ado, Mary, hey
Hi,
Mary, salute,
everybody.
salute, was good.
Hopefully, everybody's having a blessed night.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Supreme salute. I see you, fam. Lisa Bell, salute. Faith, hey, how you doing? Tina, how you doing, fam? Salute, salute, salute. Listen, we got some questions lined up for Mary. We got
I'm ready.
a compelling story. I would appreciate if y'all. I'm gonna need y'all help. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, cause um, whenever you have someone close to you and you get them on the platform and you finally are doing things, you want to make sure that you kind of pull up a flawless show. So ideally, this right here, this one is for the books. This one is I'm gonna do my best to bring y'all a phenomenal, phenomenal show. Of course, y'all know every guest we bring up, we always have special gifts for them awaiting. We're gonna show y'all the gifts that we have for Mary and Kathy, her wonderful mother. But yeah, let's get into it. Oh, Mary, is there anybody you like to shout out while we up here?
Well, I just want to shout out everybody that's in the Are You Locked In community, and it's just a gift to be here. But you guys, we are stronger together. We're here to support each other. This is not easy. If anybody thinks they're going to turn on a YouTube channel and wow, it's going to be an easy road, it's not. And we are here to support each other through the journey because what happens is if you don't have people that are in it when you're kind of discouraged or you're going through a difficult time, your family loves you, but they're not going to understand this. It's going to kind of, we'll listen, but it's going to kind of go over the head a little bit. And you have to have people that are doing this to be able to bounce stuff off of. So we're here for each other.
I 1000% agree. It is a lot easier with the community. It is everything is a lot easier.
Absolutely.
And speaking of communities, you have built yourself uh, not only a community, but you built two channels. We're gonna go through the first channel first. Definitely got some questions lined up for you. Let the community know, so on and so forth. Let's get right for those. Okay, for those who may be new, and can you share a little bit about your story?
First of all, I want to tell everybody you do not need to know how to crochet. You just need to come on in. We don't teach anybody how to crochet. We say we are blessed to crochet. What are you blessed to do? We started this because my daughter got married in 22, and I started doing more crochet because I was the empty nester syndrome kicked in a little bit, and it was winter in Ohio. And I said to my mom, let's just do this. I'll start it. We came up with the name, and we'll just go ahead and show off our crochet. That was all. And there was somebody that inspired me to hit that big red button and go for it. And I thought, oh, great, I'm a crafter. I'll go to Dollar Tree and get the foam board. You can see our first live, it was a mess. And put it behind and craft it and all that kind of stuff. And I knew I needed a $30 camera and a microphone because the computer we had at the time was not going to handle that. And I did my best to try to do a background, which was not the greatest. And I hit it. I just hit the button. And it wasn't probably till a couple weeks later, and I had a short or a 8-second clip on my phone, and it was of our dog Mocha, which is throughout our thing. She's our superstar over there. And I filmed it for my aunt who was coming, not the aunt that passed away, but my other aunt, to show her who she was. And it was an 8-second clip. And all I said was, "Hi Mocha, how you doing, sweetheart?" And she tilted her head as a staffy does. And I decided I'll put that up. 10,000 views and 100 subscribers from an 8-second clip that I did not have any intention of posting, but I thought
Mm.
I'll put it up. I said it for, it's good for kids because I didn't know what I was doing. And I went from like 50, we went to 150, and I thought, you know what, maybe this is possible to get there. And behind me is my TV. This is in the corner of our bedroom. We live in an apartment, so there's not much room. But this is the little studio we've manufactured in this place. And this is a $10 room divider that we got off of OfferUp that I just picture divider. And I thought I can throw some crochet stuff in there, put that behind there so you're not looking at the TV. And then I crocheted this so you're not looking at a wall. And that was it. And I just thought, let's do this. I said to my mom, I need the connection. I deal with chronic pain, fibromyalgia. So for people that don't know what that is, that brings anxiety, lovely migraines, tiredness, all that kind of stuff. But most people have kind of their pain button on. And they have a headache, they take 2 Tylenol, their pain light comes on, it goes off. Mine never shuts down. So I had live about a 2 or 3 every solitary day. Some days are worse than others. So I said, I need the connection because I find out if I have that, I'm not sitting here going, I'm hurting. I'm focusing on something good. And I said to my mother, I said, I want you to have the revenue. And use it however you wanted to. My dad had dementia for 7 years, and they never got a retirement. They never got to go, on vacation or do anything because she was caretaking. And so I said, use the money for bills, new pairs of shoes, whatever you want to use it for, Mom. You worked for 7 years to care for my dad. And I thought, I just want to be able to help her. I need the connection, and we're good. And she's not somebody that understands all this or really can talk for an hour. She's amazed when I can talk for an hour. She's like, you are your dad's daughter for sure. And so I didn't go on YouTube to think that you could do this kind of stuff and build a community. I thought it was just a place to watch videos. It wasn't until 23 when I found communities. And then when my aunt, who did pass away in March of this year, got diagnosed with cancer, that's when my community stepped in. I'm like, wait, there's something about this. And I think we're just at the forefront of realizing the power YouTube has and the community. It is like no other thing out there. You're not building an audience. You are building a community. And I knew when I came on, I thought, this is a girl that doesn't read well. I have a learning disability. I have dyslexia. I knew that. But I'm going to be myself and I'm going to come here and do it. And boy, I have grown so much.
Man,
in the time that I have started.
you are awesome. This is, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, number one, you take the excuses away from a lot of people. And me, I'm so heavy in the sports, and I always like the individuals that take the excuses away. So just out of curiosity, like living with fibromyalgia,
Myalgia. Yeah, it's
um,
a tongue twister.
how do you cope with like building your community during the tough days? Like, how is your community building during that time?
I have an understanding community. It's one of the reason why it makes it difficult for me to necessarily plan out lives, because I could wake up and go, "Oh, I'm having a real good day," or not, it's not happening today. Or in the middle of the day, I could wind up with having what's kind of like a pain chill, where I get really cold and I literally have to stop everything in my path and get under some covers and stop moving for a little bit of time and just rest my body. And so I have let my community know this is what I deal with. But there's so many people out there that are dealing with a chronic illness or dealing with fibromyalgia, and they need that support. And at least I know what it's like to go through that. I have raised an autistic child. I have been through my first marriage that was abusive. I have had to deal with a dad who had dementia for 7 years. I have dealt with family members in my family who were drug and alcohol users. So I have some experience that I can relate on a lot of levels. And I'm one person that had tapes through my head that have ceased stopped to say nobody wants to be my friend. Because when you're raising a special needs child, it's often very lonely. Nobody understands. They just kind of back away, and they know, and it can be a very lonely part. And I'm never met a stranger, and I'm an intense girl. I'm just kind of that go-getter, and I'm persistent, and I'm thinking I'm not giving up. This is just, the community is too important. And the fact that it's helping my mother when we get over that $100 threshold, I'm not stopping.
Mm, man, I listen. I tip my hat. I'm sitting here and I'm like, you know what? For all of them, and even today, even prior to this live, was I had one of the moments where it was like, you know what? Let me call and reschedule, and uh, I could have gave every excuse in the world of not to do this live per se. The day was just, but for some reason, it's like yourself, your mother, and other people in the community, y'all take the excuse away. Y'all show people that it really doesn't matter. So if you got something to say, just turn your camera on and say it, and
Yep,
let
exactly.
let it flow. Um, I ain't gonna lie to it, dude. This is totally now I'm
My,
going off of
my grandfather
what's the
had
name?
multiple sclerosis,
Okay.
and he was an amazing man. He wasn't my biological grandfather, but he certainly treated me like his granddaughter. 100%. He was my papu. And he, when I have pictures of him holding me, but I don't necessarily remember it, because when I got old enough to remember, he could not move below his neck. He was the most gentle man that I have ever met in my entire life. And he got up by the use of a lift. So when a multiple sclerosis patient gets up, sometimes they'll go what's into they'll have a spasm. They'll actually get like a brick, or not, like a board, because they get stiff and it hurts. I never heard this man complain.
Mhm.
He got up. He had to wait for somebody to help get him up and dressed and all the kind of things. If he needed his nose hitched, he had to ask for it. Everything had to be done for him. Yet he was there putting a smile on his face because he wanted to make your day positive and good.
Mm.
And so some days when I'm like, it really hurts to get up, I think, Papu, if you could do it, so can I. And so he's my little encouragement. He's no longer with us, but and my community, when my aunt was they said, we can't do any more treatments for you, came together. And there were people that just were there for support, but there were other people that said, I've got airline miles, and send us donations. So they got her up here and paid for her plane ticket and paid for my daughter and her to have a horseback riding lesson or ride together. And we got to give her that one last hug. And they were there the night I had to get on and say, she's no longer with us.
Mm.
And so, you know, your community is strong.
Let me make sure I'm understanding this. So you spoke to the community about your aunt,
Yes.
and your community stepped up and made sure that you were able to spend your aunt's last days with her.
Well,
Uh,
she came up, she lived in Florida. She came up in
okay.
August. I need to make her own playlist, but she came up in August. You would have never known she had cancer. I'm telling you. She was like my dad, just Energizer Bunny. I have this most precious picture of her sitting on a horse. It's just, you never know it. And we got to spend a week with her and got to give her that one last hug. And then she went home, and 3 weeks later, she just went down, and then she passed in March. So we had people that were donating funds to make that ticket was like $450 for her to come up. And they got it all together. And then there was someone else in our community that was a travel agent, and I couldn't even look up. I mean, every time I looked up dates, I was crying. And she said, I'll look for plane. I'll get the plane dates and everything together. And she did. And so she came up here, and we had that. My daughter and her went for a precious horseback riding trail thing that's not far from our home. And we got to give her that one last hug. And I'll see her again. I know that.
Hmm.
But without that, she would have never been able to come up here. And if we had waited 3 weeks later, it would have never happened. So that was precious. And that was one of her wishes. She wanted to come see her family one last time before she knew that, she didn't have long.
And the crazy part about all this is you contemplated maybe this YouTube thing. I'll get on there. I'll see what it's about. And come to find out, you ran across a group of individuals that refused to see you lose. They refused to let you wallow in the mud. They stepped up.
Yeah.
Uh, they went above and beyond what it takes to help someone. See, at the end of the day, right? We all, and I could sit down here and go on and on, but we in life, you want to be in position that when you see a friend hurting or a family member hurting, that you could rise to the occasion and pull a miracle off. Uh, that was a true blessing what they did.
Yes, it was.
Each and every member of your channel, I salute them wholeheartedly, and you know, by all means, I, I ain't gonna say if there was a way for me to repay them for what they did. That's just phenomenal within itself, man. That's awesome.
They
But
were they were for sure a blessing to me. And if anybody just saw what I did in the chat, on the second and fourth Wednesday of our second and fourth week of the month, we give 10 memberships free away a month. And if you are a monetized channel, YouTube, unless you're branded, gives you 10 memberships to give to your community free. It doesn't cost you anything, and it doesn't cost them anything. It is given to you. You don't make anything off of it, but it will bring people within your community. And we do that on the second and fourth. So if you're monetized, use that, because that's coming right from YouTube. And we do that on the second and fourth of every month. And you have to, if you do it, just heads up, I'm on StreamYard, but I had to go into my live that we're on through my channel, and you'll see that dollar button. And if you hit that dollar button, you'll see membership gifting, and it'll say 10 free memberships. So
Mm.
utilize those.
Utilize those, y'all. Y'all hear that? 10 free membership. Utilize what this is YouTube giving us, correct? So
Yes,
that's
YouTube.
something that they put in place to help you and your channel grow. Go to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna utilize it. Don't worry. I'll show them. They ain't got. I'll show them. But yeah, let me get back to some of these questions. So, what does the phrase "no hook required, just connection" personally mean to you?
Well, first of all, people need to look past the channel name.
Okay.
Don't look at the channel name. It'll get, because some people have cooking, but they don't just do cooking. Look past what the channel name is. So there's people that have said to us, well, I don't crochet. Well, guess what? I don't teach it. I didn't feel qualified to teach it. Now we will take my little rocking chair outside. I will do rocking, chatting, and crocheting outside and so forth, and just turn on through YouTube. I don't do it through here, but through YouTube. And in order to give those memberships, I forgot, you have to be on a computer. You won't work on the phone. But we go outside and we do it. Now, I love everybody, but I'm not doing it in 20-degree weather when Ohio turns colder. And I'll do it here and I'll put on a green screen. But I just didn't feel qualified to do it. And so I want people to get past the name. That's why we came up with We're Crocheting Connection. We have a mission statement. We're crocheting connection, no crochet hook is required. You don't need a crochet hook. You don't even have to know what a single crochet and a double crochet is. You don't have to do what I'm doing here. You know
Mm.
what I mean? You just need to come in and want that connection and need it. Because there's people out there that are dealing with children on the spectrum. Maybe they can't go out there and do much connection and community. Maybe they're dealing with taking care of an adult individual like my dad. I mean, we're just too tired. And I'll never forget, when I went, my dad in probably 2013, and I said, okay, God, please help me or help my dad to forget my name first, because I knew my daughter couldn't handle it as one on the spectrum. And I went over to his house, which we lived like next door to each other at the time. Went over to his house and I said, hi, Dad. And he goes, hi, it's nice to meet you. And I said, he's forgotten. And I said, Dad, I'm your daughter. He said, you are? And I said, yes.
Mm.
He said, what's your name? And I go, Mary. He never said it again. And I went back home and I went into my bathroom and bawled my eyes out. My husband wasn't home at the time. I just cried because I thought he's never going to say it again. Boy, do I wish I had a community to go in and say, today my dad forgot how to say my name. Or I've had a really rough day with my daughter. I love her, but it's been a really rough day. I wish I had that, but I didn't. And so I don't want people to, nobody needs to suffer in silence. And that's why we want people to realize, get in, there's recipes, there's devotionals. You don't have to believe what we believe, but those that want to watch the devotionals can. We do the Bible verses. We do shorts of my shorts. We did a short of my daughter singing yesterday. We are starting to do those baby AI things, which, guys, that if you can figure out how to do that, it's not that hard. I thought it was hard, but I just fooled around enough to figure out how to do it. Go back to your old content and snip those little things out and put them up as a short. And then you can relate that video to that. Now you're reintroducing the content in a different form. We have recipes, we have, lives, we have topics. I mean, there's just a whole bunch of stuff over there. It's not just about, you know, crocheting. We talk about yarn, but it's not all what it's all about.
We're gonna talk about this because one thing about me, I'm a numbers person. So when you look at the numbers for Blessed to Crochet, it has grown to little over 2,000 subs. Uh and you got over 200K views. Now, what do you think resonates the most with your audience? Because 200,000 views, like you, to me, that's like double platinum. When you start hitting 100K views, 200K views,
I
you
needed to hear that because sometimes it doesn't feel like it. I think it's just connection. I think we have said from start we're going to be beacons of light. My husband and I love lighthouses. We're going to be beacons of light, and I just think we're going to show up. We're going to connect. We're going to be there. We're going to support each other, and we're going to do this. And I just think that there's a lot of different topics that I've been able to talk about that I've gone through. Not all of them have been easy in order to be able to uh you know communicate with other people on things. And also, this is somewhat of a legacy. For my daughter, and I never thought she'd get married. She got married. What a blessing that was. And I may be what is called in Yaya, which is grandmother in Greek, one day. And so I've been able to put recipes up that were part of our family history that my grandchildren one day will maybe be able to listen to, or they'll be able to listen to me talk about an experience or something like that, or see their mother sing. And I'm thinking, I'm doing this past the legacy. And then even, I mean, I've told my mother she can't leave here till she's 150, but I know that that's not realistic. But, at one point, if that happens where she is no longer here, then I will change the name so that my daughter benefits from it. And maybe that'll help her just a little bit with, the revenue coming in. So this is more than just, this is a channel. This
well,
is, my daughter loves a certain recipe. She said, me and mom recorded it, right? And I said, yes, she recorded it. So
watch this. So earlier you told me you were like, man, the one thing you really wanted to do was really get back in the algorithm. Get
yeah.
so shout out to the 143 people in the building. One, we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. And as a surprise, as a gift from the Are You Locked In community, because Bless Your Crochet, y'all mean a lot to us. Me personally and to our community, and we love having you and all that good stuff. So we have some gifts for you. I'm gonna show these gifts real quick. Then we're gonna get back to your content. Let me see. Yeah, you ready?
I'm ready.
Never seen this before, right?
Nope.
Okay.
We see your achievements and we celebrate. We see your achievements and we don't hate.
Shout out to the newest members in the 1K Club.
We see your achievements and we celebrate. We see your achievements and we don't hate.
So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
we put together Pandora bracelet for you and your mother. We'll get that out to you.
Aw,
We do have
wonderful.
Are You Locked In shirts for y'all. Compliments of the
That's
channel.
awesome.
This is what we, as a community, this is what we're able to do. When other people are blessing people, we bless those that bless people. If that makes sense. I don't know how to say it, but because you and your mother are doing what you're doing, we are making sure that you're continuously being blessed in return. We got you.
Well,
So
that's
the,
what we're trying to do on both channels. Every Christmas, my grandmother loved children. She actually gave to St. Jude's for, every little bit. She just loved kids. And we give, for those that don't know, Samaritan's Purse, which is the shoe boxes,
Mhm.
because some kids, they don't get anything for Christmas other than that shoebox. So every year we did 2 boxes last year. We're shooting for 4 this year. We've already started with a box of supplies. I picked things up from Dollar Tree because it's school supplies, and I got a whole box. And we're going to hopefully fill 2 shoe boxes, or 4 shoe boxes this year. We did 2 last year. We told everybody about the prison project, that people that can donate sewing supplies. We'd love to send a box to the prison in Missouri, for men that are actually making quilts for those kids that are foster kids. Sometimes this is all they walk out with, clothes on their back. And they were doing weighted blankets for autistic children and special needs children. And we want to do that in my aunt's memory, which is Patty. And so we'd like to be in a position down the road. I think as us as YouTubers, if we are blessed, yes, we need to be able to, cover our expenses, of course, and have some, funds, because this is work. I don't care what anybody says, it's work. But we'd like to be able to have, like, a little bit in our pocket. So you know what? If somebody's having to put back groceries at the grocery store, we may have $20, a couple 20s in our purse with a little card saying this came from the Blessed to Crochet community. We're going to send out our first blessing box with some yarn in it for one of our subscribers that's trying to do 4,000 hats for veterans out there, and she is dealing with cancer. We want to send her some yarn to help. So you know what? It's about coming together as a community and doing things that can help.
Well,
And
when we get off this live, my nonprofit, we have a nonprofit called Universal Love and Loyalty. We're gonna donate to you some blankets, compliments from us, and for all of the individuals that you're sending packages out to, we're gonna donate wristband, cancer bracelets. They have special things written on them. Some say, I'll read one for you real quick. Never lose hope. Faith and courage. Don't worry, we have. We're gonna send them out. Blue. I mean, black and pink, pink and white, white and pink. We send you. We'll send you out an assortment of the bracelets. Anybody that, if you have a family member who is dealing with cancer whatsoever, reach out to me. We'll do our best to
absolutely,
put some packages together and so on and so forth to let them know that they're not fighting alone. Like,
I will include one of those in for a sweet friend of ours that's doing those hats.
yeah. So
She could sit there really, just miserable with the cancer, but she's determined to make those hats for those veterans. I just love it.
us and a bunch of
Guys, we have power within the community, and we have power to help each other grow. It's all there is to it. Don't let it stop you. And like we say over at Blessed to Crochet, be proud of being yourself because everyone else is taken. There could be another channel called Blessed to Crochet. Hopefully not, but maybe there is. There's still not going to be me. Nobody's going to be me. Nobody's going to be Brit Family. Nobody's going to be Me Too. Nobody's going to be Elevated. They could have the same name, but they can't do you. Only you can do you. And don't try to make YouTube anything else but YouTube. It's going to fail. People are going to know if you're not authentic. They're going to see right through it.
That's a fact.
So you have to be you.
That is a fact. So, of course, before we get off here, I'm going to show your gifts again and so on and so forth. If everybody just hold tight, we do have some things coming up. We do always do a Christmas drive where we the bracelets. You know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run a contest. Y'all know me. We run contests. So for bracelet, anybody that does two new people in their business and they get 2 watch time hours, I'll send them out a bracelet. That's whoever. I don't whatever team you on, whoever you are, if you're watching this, if you do those numbers and you can now they can't be ghosts though. You can't they have to come with you to the live. Like, hey, here's my two people chip, so on and so forth. Chances are if you do a live or you do any form of content, you're gonna get 2 hours of watch time in 7 days. That's a given. So I'll send you out the bracelets per se.
And
Yeah, I
I
have
will
that.
do some of these and send some of these to you so that you can give them out to the community.
Okay.
These are our soap caddies. We sell them, but find stickers, find something, y'all, that you can put into your pocketbook, purse, whatever, your car, something with your name on it. Because when you're out, if I go out to doctor's appointments, as you get older, you tend to have more doctor's appointments. If I'm out with my crochet bag, people comment on this and I can say, oh, yeah, well, we do this, we sell this through our merch store. We have a YouTube channel. And if I have one in my purse, I hand them it. It costs me not too much, just my time. And I hand them to them with my YouTube information on there and my mom's channel. This is my mom's channel. I help her with it. But, and then they get this. And if people are doing, they're celebrating 2K or they're celebrating something, I'll say, I'll donate 2 soap caddies. Because every time they put a bar of soap in there and they're using this, they're going to think of, oh, yeah, that came from Blessed to Crochet. Because you just put your bar of soap in. When you're done, you throw it in the washer and you start all over again. So find something that you can, doesn't have to be make, that you can have in your possession to be able to hand somebody. You never know. They may not come to your YouTube channel, but they may.
Yeah. See, last year, last winter, we came out with hats. We made Scullies. We still have them available. Yeah. Listen, all the stuff is on my website per se. But again, because we're coming up on these holidays and so on and so forth, I'm gonna run contests. I'm gonna run different things to help you build your channel. And in the process, while you building, you're gonna receive little trinkets and little gifts to show your team to build your team spirits. Let's say it that way.
We did this too. This is a blessed crochet. It's a connection cake is what we call it. And nobody can have the purple sparkles. That's this girl. But we can make these. We sell them in our merch store. We put our little our little name on it, and we've sent them to YouTube people. And we'll send one to Chip so they can raise a cupcake. What are they doing? They have our name on it. So if he's saying, hey, I'm going to raise a cupcake, it's somebody's birthday in the channel, it's coming back to Blessed to Crochet. It just, it didn't take much to do. I don't do these terribly well, but I think it's pretty cute.
Yeah, that's awesome. We're gonna have some fun. So again, how much time we got? We got almost 40 minutes in. Let's have some some chat participation. Um One thing I'm gonna do with the chat really, really quickly is we're gonna help anybody if you feel like your channel is stuck right now, if you uh if you're trying to reach a goal and it's just seem like the closer you get, the furthest away, chances are you stop getting new people. The minute you stop getting new people, your channel is gonna take a drastic halt. Get you some new people. Uh, get them in front of me. I promise you, I'll do my best to shout y'all out and so on and so forth, so that y'all can get your mojo back, if you want to call it that.
Well,
But well,
after my aunt died, after my aunt passed, about a couple weeks later, I winded up in the hospital in Easter. So it took like a tank after that a little bit. And I'm trying to get devotions caught up and everything caught up, because what I went through, kind of, my energy level just was not even existent. And guys, another really quick tip, and it's free. We all love free. Get on Linktree and put all of your links in one place. Your Instagram, your emails, your Facebook groups. Because if you go to our Linktree on Blessed to Crochet, we have all of our things plus referral links. My husband and I love Coffee AM. What did I do? I put it on there as a referral link. We did a video recently. We took our dog, who Mocha has been abused in the past. Before we got her, she was held by the neighborhood kids by the collar. They thought it was funny, then taken to a home and beaten every time she did something wrong. So she doesn't handle dog parks well. And there's a lot of dogs out there that have been through a lot and don't do that well. Well, we found a service called Sniff Spot. We took it. We did video. We tried to go live and it didn't work because we were too far out in the boonies. There's a referral code. I stuck it on there, but I exposed it to other people. They're like, I didn't even know about this service. And I said, I didn't know either, but I thought maybe you would like it. So if you utilize Linktree, because it's free, then you've got your Instagram, you've got all of your things, because like Brit Family Farm has a different name under Instagram. So when you go searching for her from YouTube to Instagram, it's not the same. So if you have everything in one spot, and then my mom's an affiliate with Amazon. So on the other side is a shop thing. We don't have a store yet, because I guess for a store you have to be branded. So we have all of our affiliate links under shop on the other side. So utilize it. It is totally free. And then all of your links is in one place. Just a little suggestion.
listen, one, I'm sitting here right now. Okay, you said Linktree. Okay, look, I'm telling y'all, because at the end of the day, right, when people give advice, I'm just the silly person that says, you know what, I need to see if it works. I want to see if that's going to change the numbers or change the trajectory of my channel in a positive. Let me see, per se. So Linktree it is. I'm gonna be Linktreed up. Let me get with Me Too at. Me Too. Uh, Me Too is awesome. I'm gonna get with Me Too and get me Linktree.
Yeah, Linktree is really easy to set up. And then everybody, if you go to our, you can look at ours, but when you go to our YouTube channel, you will see Linktree, and all of our links are right there. All of our Facebook groups and everything. We have them for both channels. Now you can upgrade to the higher level, which we will down the road, but for right now, and it even tells you how many times they clicked on stuff.
Okay. Because listen, I don't know how to say this. I'm trying to be very modest, but
Just be
I am
yourself.
going to take my talents over to TikTok. Not totally, but they monetize me over there, and I'm gonna start cross streaming per se. So I'm just trying to make sure, because they're, TikTok rules and YouTube rules is a little bit different. So I want to make sure that
Yeah.
I'm able to give y'all, high quality content. The beautiful thing is I can link the chat, so my YouTube chat and my TikTok chat would all be in one chat.
It's awesome.
That is by far, you know, we're working on it now. We're working on that with OBS and Streamlabs and all of that other stuff. So, StreamYard, step your game up per se. Yes. So, oh, that's your mother. No,
No,
that's you.
that's my daughter. Those are her 2 channels. She's amazing.
Hey, Chrissy. Salute to you. Listen, we are going to follow.
I don't think she's in the chat because I think she's at an event, but I put her 2
Okay.
channels in there. She does cosplay and she just does vlogging, and she I talked to her today. And guys, we don't know, sometimes we don't know when we have inspired somebody or encouraged them when they're down. And I said to her today, you know what, thank you for just kind of lifting me up the past couple of days. And she goes, how did I do that, Mom? And I said, you were just there. And sometimes that's all it needs to be. And she told me recently, she said, Mom, you're the best. And I said, thank you. Um, thank you for just encouraging me. And so sometimes we need to do that for each other.
Yeah. These YouTube streets can be very brutal.
Absolutely. No doubt.
But, plus again, y'all, we coming up on the season where a lot of people gonna be inside. It's cold out, and they're gonna need good quality content to watch. So why not? Why not your channel? Why not? You be the one capitalizing on the binge watchers. One great idea for all my people that love shorts. What you can do is you can create a series, a whole series where you run a short after a short after a short, and it's a series, or per se, where people are waiting patiently to see the next series. Uh, I've seen a couple of people telling, like, storytellers going up there and telling stories, and then they'll stop, and it's like, man, I want to catch the next part. It's a great cliffhanger, but it will get you your watch time hours extremely quickly. The more you go live, the more you drop content, the easier it is.
Yeah.
The bigger your community, the faster your growth. Uh, Now, the dreaded question. Anybody in the chat, right? Let's do this. Anybody in the chat. How many views does it take to get 4,000 watch time hours? Put it in the chat. If you know how many views does it take to get to 4,000 watch time hours, put it in the chat for me. See, I think a lot of people, the reason why they're not hitting their watch time, they don't know. They don't know how to. They don't know how to calculate. Okay, so around 130K views. Let me see. This person say 1,000 views. Uh, None. Let's go. 240,000 minutes. Uh, yeah, 240,000 minutes. That's very accurate. What's up, Peyton? All right. So the reason why I asked that question, right? How could you be trying to get watch time if you don't know what it takes to get watch time? Like, how is your watch time calculated? So you'll sit down and you'll put out a video, right? A 10-minute live or 10-minute short. 10 minutes is considered long form, whatever. You put out a 10-minute video. How much watch time you think you're gonna get for a 10-minute video? How much watch time do you really how many watch time hours are you gonna get from that 10-minute video? Anybody? See, we can't expect magic or this is going to be the one that goes viral and just get me there. I know I done edited good enough. This is it right here. All right. So do yourselves a favor, man. Please. And I beg you. If if you're not using thumbnails, please try them. If you're not
Stock
using hashtags,
stock cake. I go to stock cake. You take those thumbnails or you take those pictures.
mhm,
Now we pay $10 a month because you can only have 3 free downloads on that. But stock cake has, I mean, if you go look at our thumbnails, a majority of them are done with stock cake, and the pictures are free. We use those in our shorts, and we download stock cake. The pictures are excellent, and then we take them over to Canva.
so you use stock cake and Canva.
Stock cake, and I take those pictures and I download them and I move them to Canva. If you go look at our thumbnails, a lot of them are stock cake done, and then we download them. You also, through YouTube Studios, have a way if you upload a video in order to do a test. So throw 3 different thumbnails at it and see what works best. One thumbnail could be higher rated than something else. So what it means is it's going to show your thumbnail 3 different ways throughout the time and run a test and find out which thumbnail performed the best.
She's awesome, better than what I beat myself. Yeah, I have thumbnails. Yes, it counts stats. Stats is another one, man. Listen, and
Yes.
Stats is family, y'all. That is somebody that early on in my YouTube journey was there, who is she's just awesome. Her and the family, they're awesome. Um, Elevated. We need to get you on the platform, my brother. We need the Elevated on the front cover of the magazine. The entire community keep asking me when we're gonna get Elevated. So while we got you here, Elevated, well, we need to lock down a date. Elevated mindset. Elevated chills, please. Thank you. Make sure you tap in with me so we can get you lined up for a date. You and Dave Mo and a couple other. Oh, Anthony Holmes and a couple other people. We need to get y'all on the front cover. Appreciate y'all.
And if we realize we have the power to share other channels, if you go to our channel and go look at both Blessed to Crochet and Blessings Through Connection, both of them do channel shout outs every solitary day. Now, there are people that do 10 different channels all at once and they tag, and that's wonderful. It's out there. You're sharing us or sharing whoever you're tagging. It's wonderful. We do individual shout outs. If you go look, we take your thumbnail and we save it and we put it in a specific one. It really shines. And then those roll out at 12 o'clock on both channels every solitary day. And at 12 midnight, there's something called Make a Connection, Make a Comment, because we've come up with the YouTube shuffle. There's connection to the right, there's connection to the left. At 12 a.m., those come out. Now, this is all Eastern, so maybe a little earlier sometime. But in the bottom, it shows the date. And people can go to the post for that day and say, I'm doing a live at 7 something tonight. Hi, how are you doing? And even if people are already connected, they can still go over and watch a short from somebody or watch a video from somebody and say, hey, I connected with you. You're leaving your digital footprint. So we're putting those out with the Daily Connection Hub at Blessings Through Connection and Mocha's Daily Connection Hub at Blessed to Crochet. And we give the channel shout outs every day. Then we took those channel shout outs and made more content out of them, because now we put them into a weekly recap. So we take all of the week's channel shout outs, we put them in a weekly recap that come out at 8 p.m. on Monday with our theme song for both channels. And everybody loves us. Like, we're waiting for the recaps because those come out at 8 o'clock. And I said, you guys, this is the same theme song every time, but then those channels are shouted out again. When we do Blessings Through Connection, and that's one thing, that's one of the reasons why I can still get the connection, but when I'm having a rough day and I can't go live, I can still be in the chat connecting with people. When we go through Blessings Through Connection, we drop people's links for those shout outs at least twice during the live. I've set it up so that Chip's channel gets dropped so that people come in there and they're looking for places to grow. I'm sending them to Tuber Chat. I'm sending them to Foodies Vacations, and I'm sending them to Chip's channel. They're getting dropped in there. And then when we do a live in this setting with Blessed to Crochet, that channel recap's getting put in. If we realize we have a huge power to be able to help each other by sharing, and that's what I tell my community. We all have channels under YouTube. Everybody has a channel. Facebook, it's profiles and pages. YouTube, it's channels. Use your community tab. You may not want to put a stitch of content on, but use your community tab to share out your favorite content creator. I asked my audience, hey, share us out. We want to get to 2K by the end of the year. And when my aunt was here in August, we reached partial monetization the week she was here. I was like, thank you all. That meant a lot.
Listen, this is what we're going to do. We got a few more minutes. We had a wonderful time with Mary. Listen, some of y'all, this is y'all's second home. Y'all are more than welcome here anytime, any given day. For me, it's I don't mind. I don't mind the company. It is awesome. What I am going to do though, we're going to party for a little while. We're going to celebrate all of the individuals who, within the past 60 to 90 days, got partially monetized or got monetized, hit 1,000 subs, whatever the case may be. We came to celebrate with y'all, man. We are going to celebrate in a fashion style. I'm going to show one of our celebration videos. And then I'm going to give y'all the sauce. I'm going to give, if you want huge numbers, if you want your channel to start hosting big numbers, I'm gonna give y'all the sauce. I'm gonna give y'all my secret recipe. The thing that I particularly do each and every time I have a scheduled live, so that I can guarantee a certain amount of people in the chat. I'm gonna give it to y'all right after this little commercial break. Come on, let's dance for a little while. Y'all ready? Let me see so. You know what? It's here we go.
Back again. All pull up, beg your play back again. All pull up and play back again. All pull up, beg your play back again. All pull up and play back again. All pull up, beg your play back again. All pull up and play back again. All pull up, beg your play back again. All pull up and play back again. All pull up, beg your play back again. All pull up and play back again. All pull up, beg your play back again. All pull up and play back again. All pull up, beg your play back again. All pull up and play back again. All pull up, beg your play back again. All pull up and play back again. All pull up, beg your play back again. All pull up and play back again. All pull up, beg your play back again. All pull up and play back again. All pull up, beg your play back again. All pull up and play back again. All pull up, beg your play back again. All pull up and play back again. All pull up, beg your play back again. All pull up and play back again. All pull up, beg your play back again. All pull up and play back again. All pull up, beg your play back again. All pull up and play back again. All pull up, beg your play back again. All pull up and play back again. All pull up, beg your play back again. All pull up and play back again. All pull up, beg your play back again. All pull up and everybody say yeah 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 yeah. All and pull up and play back again. All and pull up, beg you play back again.
All right, y'all. Okay. No seller. Y'all, please go get yourselves a pen. We got these next 5 minutes or so. I'm gonna just give y'all everything you need, everything to take your channel to the next plateau. Please, once y'all got a pen, just put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat the minute you got a pen, or if you're recording this, if you want to clip it and rewatch it, whatever the case may be. If you run this play, I promise you, your channel will blow up. It will do spectacular numbers. You just got to do it this way. So let's let me start. In the past, y'all have heard me say that, listen, go out there, monetize yourself, and stop waiting for your AdSense to monetize you. Get ChatGPT, whatever the case may be, create some merch. If you don't know how to do that, get with somebody who is good at it. Get you some merch. That's 1. 2, the most important and critical thing that a lot of content creators are not doing. You have to start doing things personal. And what I mean by personal is, let's just say my good friend, let's say Corey's World is going live, right? Now, Corey already knows what her content is going to be, so on and so forth. She's very articulate. She plans it out. The one thing that Corey does not do, though, Corey don't personally invite people to her live. You see, those that personally invite, if y'all go over and y'all look at Mary's channel, Mary's team is with her because Mary personally invited them. I personally invited y'all. I didn't, maybe the notification gonna hit, maybe it's gonna tell y'all. And I was doing this all the way up into this live. It's a personal invite. It becomes personal when you're dealing with business. Okay. Write this down. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna change your viewership. When you sit down, I don't care if it's your cousin, aunt. I done seen some of my kids. I seen my kids' friends. It was one time I turned around, my grandson was in the chat. I'm on a game and I turn around, Jordan, what you doing? And he's high, and people are, hey, Jordan, and shouting and saluting, and he's only 5. Please, I'm begging you, just try it for the rest of this week. Personally invite people prior to you going live, prior to you clicking your camera on. Personally invite. Also, for goodness sakes, if you do not know how to make thumbnails, get with someone who does, and let's get you some thumbnails. You're putting out these live videos, and all they're saying is, I don't want to say a person name, Joe Blow is live. Such and such is live. No, your channel is more than just live. Your channel is you. You are a representation of greatness. Show your greatness. Some of y'all are very good looking. You're sitting there, such and such is live, and it's a whole blank screen. No, don't do that. Don't do that to your fans. See, I'm a fan. I am a fan of y'all before I can coach you. I can't coach you if I don't become a fan. I'm a fan of y'all. I need to know what I'm signing up for. When I sub to you, I am committing myself to watch your content. I don't want to see a blank screen. I want to show, man, put a little thumbnail up there. If you are watch this. If you're a faceless channel, right? be the best looking faceless channel on the planet. If I was a faceless channel, I ain't gonna lie to you, I probably would have an avatar of Denzel Washington. I promise you. I am going to put out I'm gonna look good.
Blessing Through Connection, we don't go live there, but I have pre-recorded stuff of us playing through it. It's still me showing up.
Listen, show up. Your fans, see, your fans have grown accustomed to seeing you, right? When you say, "Hey, I'm going live at such and such and such," and then you cancel and so on and so forth. No, elevator. You listen. I'm not taking shots at nobody. I'm saying, if per se you are a content creator, right, and you decide, listen, I want to talk to my peoples real quick. I'm gonna go live. Drum up a thumbnail real quick. That's why I keep telling you to get ChatGPT, because if you don't know how to make it, say it to ChatGPT. Listen, make me a thumbnail. I'm doing a show based on blah 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 blah. Matter of fact, let me get a description for the show too.
And if anybody needs help, reach out to me.
Me too. And reach out to me too. I'm telling. Listen, me too. Which she at? Me too. On a technical aspect, somebody go look at her channel. Go look at. Listen, it is bright. It is colorful. The banners is in. Listen, it is awesome. Just go. If y'all can't follow me, and I understand, sometimes I'm a little harsh, and I know, it comes out very roughly when you're being coached. Me Too is very soft spoken. She will coach you correctly. Go to her class. I'm in her class. Phenomenal.
Sometimes we need the fire. We need the fire.
Listen, look, this guy right here, Anthony Holmes, man. My brother. This right here is another person who changed my YouTube life. That track, listen, those songs that you heard when I'm about to play your what you call it again too. Like, that's Anthony. He did all that for the kindness of his heart. He is our instrumental guru. Reach out to him. Let me play your thing one more time for the people. This is so.
We see your achievements and we celebrate. We see your achievements and we don't hate.
Shout out to the newest members in the 1K Club.
We see your achievements and we celebrate. We see your achievements and we don't hate.
Listen, every single one of those tracks, Anthony made. This him, Anthony Holmes 71. If y'all have not tapped in with that brother yet, what y'all waiting for? That's where all the music coming from. Copyright free music. Good sounding quality, copyright free music. And I ain't even played the whole song. My name is in the song. Definitely, listen, I'm gonna promote. I need to change my intro to the song. It's amazing.
Awesome.
Cool. And he's working on the Are You Locked In album. Shout out to Anthony Holmes, man. Appreciate you. This is another young lady, right? Tiff Take. We need to get you on the cover of the magazine, please, and thank you. We just need to get you on the cover of the magazine. This other young lady right here too, Miss Monique. We need to get you on the cover of the magazine. I'm just while y'all here. Peyton, we need to get you on the cover of the magazine. Corey's World, we need to get you on the cover of the magazine. Styles by Mary, we need to get you on the cover of the magazine. Me too. You deserve the cover of the magazine 10 times over. We need to get you on the cover of the magazine. My good great friend Pitts Life, salute to you. We need to get you on the cover of the magazine. We need to get all of y'all. See, anybody who comes to Kiki, we need to get you on the cover of the magazine. So just reach out. Florida with she, please reach out to her. We need to get you on the cover of the magazine, sister. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming through. The reason why where was she at? Tina Mo, we definitely need to get you on the cover of the magazine. We're reaching out. It's a lot of females in. Where the fellas at? Y'all guys don't like the cover of the magazine? What?
We got to be strong. We're strong ladies here.
Stats. We definitely need to get you on the cover of the magazine. See, I need I need people who ain't content creators to come grace the magazine too, to talk to the people what it means to be a supporter. Like what do you know what it takes to sit down and not be a content creator but support every content creator? Man, I tip my hat to y'all, man. And for that, you deserve to cover the magazine. Point blank.
And here's the thing too. Your best people and your best supporters in the chat can, if they want to become mods, can. And before I went live, I have a mod group on Facebook. I let them know, hey, I need you in here. Because I wanted to focus on Chip in this interview. I don't want to focus on the trolls that are going to come in the chat. I need you in here. And they show up. So get the best people you know that are going to be there. Do an Instagram group or a Facebook group so you can let them know, hey, I'm going live, and they'll come in and support.
Elena, we need you on the cover of the magazine, please. Please and thank you very much. I'm just letting y'all know. See, I'm letting y'all know. I'm asking y'all in front of everybody because you're gonna have to tell me in front of everybody no. I need you to say no, nah, no, no. We need you on the cover of the magazine. We need you up here. Sexy J. Let me tell y'all about Sexy J, y'all. So when I first started this my YouTube journey, many eons ago, on my very first channel, Sexy J was there, 1000% supported her and the rest of the team. So I need Sexy J. I don't care if you don't want to be a content creator. It's cool with me, but I need you on the cover of the magazine. We need to hear the Sexy J story. You ain't got to even show your face. You can come up under your avatar. I'm cool with that, but we need to get you on the cover of the magazine. Thank you very much. Appreciate you so much. I'm gonna tell you why, right? Y'all are inspiration to a lot of people. There are a lot of young ladies right now that are watching this show that are looking up to y'all.
Exactly.
So you're obligated to put your best foot forward and go out there and show them what it's like to be Sexy J, or what it's like to be alive, or what it's like to be a positive crash out Miss Kiki, or what it's like to be a brother Peyton. What is that's we done had this conversation so many times. I know what you're gonna say, but we still need you on the cover of the magazine. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Yes. Oh, we're BDB. BDB is next on the cover of the magazine. I'm telling
Guys, it's not that hard.
Listen. I am going to push everyone's channel that want to be pushed. And if you don't want to be pushed, I'm still going to recognize you as somebody that was a key person in helping us get to where we at. I ain't do this alone. It's y'all. These 144 people didn't come because Chip is a good-looking person. Y'all brung them. Y'all did this. So if you could do it to help little old Chip, do it to help you. Let's get some people in your chat. Let's get you in the upper hundreds. Your next live.
You know what my ultimate goal?
What's that?
It may never happen, but I'm going to sure try because it's a very lofty one. And if anybody is standing up, I suggest you sit down when I'm about ready to say this number. My husband's a diabetic. He needs a diabetic service dog. We don't want to rehome Mocha because we know if we rehome her, she'll just be in and out of most shelters and she may not survive. So we want to absolutely get him a service animal, but that means privately. A service animal for him is going to cost anywhere between $20,000 to $25,000. Who knows where this channel is going to go to down the road obtain that for him, because that can be life-saving for him. I got for my daughter. I didn't think I could do it. When she was in her teens, I got her an autism service dog. I raised $15,000. Nobody was going to tell me I couldn't do it. Nobody's going to tell me I can't grow this channel. I'm going to grow it.
Well, I can tell you right now, what you have for me is my commitment to watch you pull it off. So here's what we're gonna do, y'all. You going for 20,000, right?
$25,000 and
25,000.
And then of course the revenue to come in to kind of, incur all the expenses that come with it. But understand that we raised $2,000 at the time. My daughter's service dog passed away in 21. No, it was 19. And we were trying to raise money for another service animal for her, which she does not need now, and one for my husband. And we went through a place, it was Service Dogs by Warren Retrievers. And I hope he gets the key thrown at him. He took everybody's money and misused it and filed for bankruptcy. We lost our $2,000 that we raised. We got $137 back. And there was families that had $25,000 raised, and he was taking the money and putting into another business.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to run no Ponzi schemes. I'm going to let y'all know this though. Right?
You have to be careful. Just an FYI, if you're going for a service animal, make sure it's a legit place. And he was all over social media, and he looked good and everything. And he can never have it again. He can never do it again. But he needs to.
I'm be honest with you, man. I'll be 1,000% honest with you. $20-something thousand, $2,000 will probably revert me back to the old me. It would immediately bring out another side. So I'm going to just pray for that person and just pray that nobody ain't crazy enough to play in that route. But nah, seriously, what we're gonna do is we're going to do Blessed with Crochet, all you locked in, extravaganza. We're gonna do our best to raise these funds. I'm gonna pull resources from not only my nonprofit, but some of the other nonprofits that collab with me, and we're going to go find this money. The money's available. The if the cause is good, the turnout is great. There are a lot of really good, kind-hearted people that are looking for places to donate to, so that they can lower their taxable income. I was lucky enough to be around a lot of them, so we
have to get someone, of course, that will work with Mocha to be able to do it. I'm so afraid. We tried to rehome Mocha for a place down in Cincinnati that was free, but I'm so afraid that she's just been so beat down in life. We've taken years to build her trust. I thought this dog's going to just be in and out, and they're just going to say, well, we just need to put her down, and I will not have that for that dog. But understand, for people that don't know what a diabetic service dog does, if my husband was to pass out or go unconscious, that dog is trained, and he was home by himself, to dial a special device that will get 911 here in order to possibly save his life. He does have Dexcoms. He does have Omnipods. Dexcoms tells you what your sugar numbers are, but sometimes he's woken up at a 20. And I don't know how he's still walking at a 20. That's very low. And a service dog can detect 20 to 30 minutes before your even best technology that's on your body can detect. And so they're hugely helpful, especially for diabetics that can be that scary at times. I mean, when his little sound goes off on his CGM, boy, I'm up like a shot. I know what that sounds like. And I'm all done with babies, but when that baby sound goes off, I'm up and I'm in the kitchen getting them something. I've never had to call paramedics, thank God. And Mocha is wonderful, but she would never make for a service animal ever. And I will go on anybody's channel and talk about service animals, because I've been through it. And I can tell you, when somebody would come up to me and say, oh, I want to do what you do with your daughter's dog and take it anywhere. And I said, what's the disability? And they go, oh, I don't have one. Or they put in a dog that they put a vest on and claim it's a service animal, which is against the law. And then they would go in, and they're not a service animal. I wouldn't put it. Mocha's an emotional support dog, but she's not a service dog. I would never put her in a place of that. She doesn't have the capability for it. But it is my dream one of these days for him to have a service animal.
I'm seeing a whole lot of different.
And I want, if this channel got big enough, I want to help other people to be able to get service dogs, because it was such a change in my daughter's life. Jordan was a miracle for this, and such a blessing from God for this mama who was tired. He could detect if Christina was going to go into a meltdown, and she needed to be calmed down. And some of these dogs can be tethered to these children, because sometimes they'll escape. Christina didn't do that, but some of them will. They can be tethered to them, or they can be actually search dogs, because these kids are drawn towards large bodies of water. I'd gladly talk to anybody that wants, of course, knowledge and information about service animals, because it's a very big passion in my heart. It was very life-changing.
Okay. Yeah, I need the link too. I'm getting my. Let me go step up my LinkedIn game. You ain't gonna sit there and leave me all in the dust with old. What am I using?
What do you mean, the link tree?
Yeah, I need to get my.
Just put link tree. Just go into your Google searches and put link tree. But I can tell you that, and I can say that Blessing It Through Connection, you come in there, guys. We make you a mod so that you guys can connect with each other, do it correctly. Make the connections happen. Like we say, let's get those connection engines going over there and do it correctly. But, we try to foster that over there. We want to see that happening over there.
LinkedIn and Linktree is something different.
No, it's not LinkedIn. Linktree. And the reason we started Blessings Through Connection is because when you have your channel and you put other people's playlists, as wonderful as that is, and people are trying to help you with your watch hours, it can get very confusing when you think, am I helping them or am I helping somebody else? I don't mind helping somebody else. But when somebody's saying, I really need help to gain my watch hours, it gets confusing. So we did the second channel, even if you never get that one monetized, so that you could put playlist of people with your favorite channels to send your crew over to say, hey, check these out. Now, if anybody wants to come and do a get to know you interview, we will go ahead and put that in there along with 5 or 6 hours of whatever content you want in that playlist. But you have to have a get to know you interview over on Blessings Through Connection. But start another channel, even if it's just to create playlists of your favorite people. But put your content in your playlist be yours. So you're getting the credit, especially if you're trying to go to watch hours.
Okay. Listen, let me take this time out. So you see them right here, Steph and her husband Joe. through Steph and Joe, right? I met Elena. I met Gen X. I met Destined to Recover. I met John Wright. I met Patty. I met Margarita. And you talking about a community that just accepts you with open arms. I mean, we was the wrench gang over there. Fun, fun, fun. And to watch both of them go separately and get monetized, that that it gets me choked up every time I see them per se, because they definitely deserve it, man. And again, everybody who I ran into throughout this Are You Locked In movement, from where they were to where they are now is astronomical, and so it's definitely a good thing to see. Man, now with Blessed to Crochet, there's a lot of connections and a lot of people that lives are going to change with the effect of what they're about to see. And again, who knew? A simple listen. I need somebody to step up. We need a female to do the cover of the magazine, and you just straight volunteered. It's again, everybody. We're so blessed. We need you on the cover of the magazine, please. Thank you so much. What, please and thank you. I'm I'm having fun. This is very enlightening. We've been up here an hour and a half. I'm so sorry for keeping you this late, but at
I
the
don't
same
go to
time,
bed till like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So
jeez,
don't worry about it.
jeez.
I said to you I was going around your time schedule. Unfortunately, because of my disability, I can't work. And so I get to kind of do what I need to do. It's really hard to work with in the middle of the day. You decide to get a migraine or your body just shuts down. And I have not the greatest back in the world. And so between all of those things, it's just it's impossible. I get my creative energy out by crocheting, and I get my creative energy out by, doing Canva. I love doing Canva. That's why I said reach out to me. But this is how I focus when I need to too, is I do these beautiful blankets, which if anybody needs a blanket, reach out to me too, because I will do them. These type are my favorite to do.
Mm.
And yes, there's words on them.
We see something time the
Yeah.
time.
God is good all the time.
Oh, listen.
And see the hearts down the middle?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. These are my favorite.
Oh.
And it's a lady in our church that is dealing with multiple sclerosis. And so we're trying to do a blanket for her just to let her know that, she's got people surrounding her. Let me just tell you a story. And you probably notice I'm an Elvis fan. Elvis heard about a woman who was African American and that had no legs. And she wanted to, she took care of her kids and her grandkids and so forth. And he said, get me the best wheelchair money could buy. And that was back in the 70s. And so he put it in his car. He drove it personally himself. He did not call any camera people or anything else. He just went to her house with his bodyguards and so forth, knocked on the door. The husband answered, walked in. They said the floors were spotless. She came around the corner with a board that they had created, and with these roller skates to push her around. And she saw the wheelchair and she said, "Is that for me?" And he said, "Yes." He said, "I don't know much about it, but it's going to take you anywhere you want to go really fast." And she said, "Can I get in it?" And he lifted her up and the other bodyguard into this wheelchair, and they talked. He gave the husband money, and he said, "We got to get out of here," because they were all emotional. Elvis went outside the door, and one of his bodyguards said to him, he said, "You know what, Elvis?" He said, "I don't think she knew who you were." He said, "It doesn't matter who I am. It matters that someone knows that someone cares about her.
That's what's up.
Your audience wants to see that you care about them. They're important. They showed up, whether there's 1, 2, 5, 10, whatever it is in the chat. They want to see that you care about them." And I remember when I was taking care of my daughter, and I had a friend of mine, and I went over to her house, and we were laughing over trying to figure out how to use a selfie stick. And I got in the car, and I should have been, laughing. Instead, I was crying because I felt so alone. I didn't remember the last time I sat on a couch with a girlfriend and I was actually laughing so hard I was crying. I don't want anybody to be by themselves. If you need to put the phone down and listen to me so you don't feel alone, or you need somebody to come in the chat because you're someone that's homebound and can't go out there, or you're dealing with whatever you're dealing, this girl is here for you because I care. Just like Elvis did with that lady who needed the wheelchair. He didn't have anybody show up. It wasn't any fanfare. And he could have, and he chose not to do so.
I'm gonna tell you, if I don't have nobody in my chat, I want you to come spend some time with me. Make sure you be the one person to share me out. I don't want to be in my chat by myself. I'm just see the other people in the chat. They ain't gonna say nothing. Me, please come. I don't want to be in there alone. Please and thank you. Respectfully, and that goes for any one of y'all. Don't leave me in the chat all lonely by myself. Come say hi. If you want to leave for a little while and come back, I greatly appreciate you.
Well, what I mean by that is that there's some people that just need the connection. If they're trying to deal with their child who's autistic and they feel like them by themselves, and I'm talking, then they maybe not feel like they're by themselves. Or maybe they're dealing with chronic pain. They're not feeling like they're by themselves. Just turn me on, in the sense of, if I'm live. And I've told people within my Lighthouse Beacon Facebook group, if you need the Lighthouse on, let me know. If I can turn it on, we'll turn it on. We'll be there if you're struggling with something.
Sure, I hate to walk away from all these people that took their beautiful time to come spend with us.
You guys are amazing.
But
and Chip, don't stop, because guess what? We're not going to let you stop.
Oh, no.
I told you there have been times over the past couple of weeks I've gotten discouraged, and he has popped up in comments saying, "You're a rock star." And I said, "You have no idea how much I need to hear that right now." I mean, when you're sitting in the hospital thinking they're going to have to give you a blood transfusion, you're not really thinking too much of your YouTube journey. And so it zonked me out for a little bit, but I'm trying to get back. And we want to get to 2K, and I'm building this for my mom. I'm building it for our future and my daughter, and who knows what's going to come down the pike. The rent went up $100. Well, there's the YouTube threshold right there. And we either make it or we don't. It's fine. We'll get there. I'm not stopping. I'm not going to let anybody stop me. No trolls, no nothing, no what. I'm a persistent girl. And my mother knows.
I'm just curious. Put a 1 in the chat if today, in this live, you gained at least 3 new subscribers. If your channel gained at least 3 new subscribers, put a 1 in the chat. Hey, Foodie, salute.
She's awesome.
Yeah, Foodie is the best. I'm just waiting for her to invite me on one of them nice
She's got to be on the cover of the magazine too.
Yeah, she definitely, Woody, we definitely need you on the cover of the magazine, please and thank you. See, okay, so I'm just making so again, and the crazy thing about social media, right? You just never know what live is going to be the live that change your channel around. Like coming in here, one of those three might be the person to take your channel over 10K within the next 90 days because there are some awesome not only content creators in here, but supporters. The supporters, by far, we have one of the best communities ever that I can say. They are extremely, extremely supportive. Hold on, what they said they want a blanket? Oh, they said is that a blanket behind you?
This is just I just made this. It's just to cover the walls because I don't want anybody to see it. But I do a lot more of these kind of blankets, like I was showing the bobble stitch, where I can actually make them very personable. I put babies' names on them and birth dates and all different kind of stuff. I made a horse.
You just fine, my brother. You're in the right place. Assalamu alaikum to you and your family and all that good stuff. And we appreciate your time for coming in and hanging out with us, man. As far as the English language, just for you, just let us know what dialect you do speak, and I'll have the captions replayed in your language, just so that you can get the connections and so on and so forth.
And anybody that's good with Streamlabs or Streamlabs or so forth, please reach out to me.
Me too. I volunteer. Me too.
Please. I miss StreamYard. It was just so much easier for so many things. But at the time, I couldn't afford the $432 that StreamYard was going to charge. Couldn't do it.
Piss Life, we need you on the cover of the magazine, please, and thank you so much. Appreciate you ahead of time. Just let me know your availability so we can get you on the cover of the magazine, please, and thank you. Let me see. That's everybody. Oh, this is so important. This right here. After the live, comment below the video or check out another good one on Are You Locked In? Hey, did you subscribe? This is so awesome. Let me explain something to y'all, right? Those that are sitting in the chat right now, 96 to 7% of y'all, I met you through the comment section. I personally went on whoever page we was on together whatsoever, went in the comment section, went to your page, watched some of your videos, and then commented personally.
And
I'm telling y'all this because in order to really grow, in order to really make a difference, you got to be really genuine and want to see other people win. Like if y'all notice, I keep saying, "Hey, if you get this amount of new subscribers, I'll give this." The reason being is because if your channel is growing and you're continuously coming over here, you're bringing warm market referrals along with you. The more like Muhammad, me too, is awesome teammate, definitely one of the fantastic up and coming YouTubers, superstar, is responsible for the good brother Muhammad, and we appreciate her for that. Bring your guests, and we're gonna shout them out, and hopefully Muhammad, we was able to help you get some new connections.
Yeah, YouTube has subscribe. Take it out of your head. I am subscribed to Netflix and Hulu and all those kind of things, and I have no emotional connection to that. There was a study done recently. Connection and being able to relate to people was why people are watching YouTube. We did a live on it. But change it in your head from subscribe button to connection button. And if YouTube change it, I will take the credit for it 100%. But change it in your head. I'm connecting with that individual because that's what you're doing. So when you go into a video, when you go into a short, take the time to look at the other people commenting in it. Hit their little avatar, go to their channel, watch something from them, leave a comment. They may or may not connect with you, but you've left your digital footprint there. I've spent days doing that and going from one and going and just going all over and doing that. YouTube sees, well, this person is really involved and connecting on these things. We may push her out a little bit more. So don't just stop with one. If there's 10 people in that chat, go and click on them and go to the other person. There may be a time as you grow, you can't reply to everybody in the comments. But when you're small, reply to every solitary person.
I'm telling you, listen, I can brag on so many. So it's so many as we speak right now of personal connections that I done made from Vicky to Tiff to Monique to Stats. Y'all seen Steph and Joe a few minutes ago. Me too. Sexy J. Elaine. We I don't know where Destin probably sleep. Who else? Oh, I seen her earlier. Elizabeth. Intuitive me. These individuals. Oh, before I forget, for the 90-day challenge, right? For those individuals who heard me speak of the 90-day challenge and so on and so forth, right? For this 90-day challenge, I want you to write down your top 6 most supportive channel members or teammates or whatever you particularly want to call them. I want you to write them down, and then I want you to contact them and have a meeting with you and those 6 individuals and let them know the run y'all about to go on. You got to present it to them to let them, because see in sports, right? You game plan for whatever situation. You game plan for the next team. You're doing it all so you can win a championship, right? Same thing on social media. I'm game planning with you so that when the winter fully hits, which is 90 days from now, when it hits, your channel will be in position to really take off. You should be monetized, but if you're not, you will get it in that threshold, in that wintertime blitz that's coming. Get you some new people. Those six people, get them some people. Help the 6 people
Absolutely.
gain at least 3 new people. If you could do it daily, do it daily. But if not, within a week, help them to get 3 each of the 6. Help them get 3. And then y'all have a celebration at the end of the week.
And we don't do channel shout outs, just, channels that we like or that come in and support us. We don't do it in hopes that maybe they'll give us a channel shout out. If they do, that's great. We do it because we want to expose other great communities to our community. We're doing it, and we've made a decision that it's never going to be in our membership. We want to do it because we enjoy doing it. And if you have a membership, have a 99-cent or a $1.99 membership, because there's some people that want to support that way. They can't do the $4.99. We have a $2.99 and a 99-cent one. They may not be able to do a $4.99. So have that to be able to do so that you can have, members that want to still support, but can only maybe do the 99-cent one.
I ain't
But
lying. For
well,
$4.99, y'all better be. You better be spectacular. $4.99 monthly. You better be spectacular. That's
Tuber
poor.
Chat is the one place I do. And here's another thing: if you
Tuber
gift,
Chat is spectacular.
if you do gifted memberships, guess what happens when you go into a channel and gift a membership? It sends an email to that person saying, "This channel gave you a gifted membership." It is better than doing, it's great to do super chats, but it's nice to do those too, because that person is getting, oh, wait a minute, Blessed to Crochet gave me a membership. I don't know that channel. Maybe I'll go check them out. You never know.
Yeah.
But they're getting an email letting them know who gave it to them.
It's a win-win because I've seen. Matter of fact, at first I didn't understand it. At first, I was like, "Why they give me?" That's like roping me in. But I start understanding why people would gift a membership.
Absolutely.
Because one, you're still supporting the channel. Two, like you said, it brings people like, why did this person gift me? Out of all people in the chat, you decided to give me a membership.
They're random, so I never know who it's going to get. And sometimes when we do those free memberships that YouTube allows us to do, it does random. We don't know who it's going to get. Maybe it's someone that hasn't been in for a while. They're going to get an email saying, "Guess what? Blessed to Crochet gave you a gifted membership." Oh, I haven't checked that channel out for a while. Let me go and check them out. And collaborate with each other, everybody. Come together. Have people on with each other so that you can expose back and forth your audience to their audience and vice versa. You're not going, if you are, and don't stay in your niche. Do not. If you want to grow your channel, we would not be where we were if we stood in our niche. We're crochet, but if I stayed in my little circle, and the only way to make it bigger is to step out of it, we wouldn't be. I'm in fishing channels, homestead channels, Chips channel, Tuber Chat, all different kind of channels all over the place. I'm not going to stay in that community. It's a great community. I want to bring all the communities in with me.
We appreciate you. We appreciate y'all. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all.
Absolutely.
We coming up on hour 48 minutes. With the final thoughts, I'm gonna have to show your gift one more time before we get off. But for a new person, for somebody who is on the edge, who contemplating becoming a content creator, what advice would you have for that person as of right now?
Don't think about it. Just do it. You don't have to start with the $30 camera and the camera and the $30 mic. Both of those were $60. You don't have to start with that. YouTube provides it. Now you have to have 50 subscribers to go on your phone. But whatever you have, use the equipment you have. We had iPhone 11s. We just upgraded to the iPhone 16 only because I had no choice. My other phone was dying, slow death. And so we were able to keep, the pricing and the phone itself, everything the same, thankfully. But use what you have. I used an iPhone 11 for years. And for the past time that I've done, we've just upgraded. Use what you have. If you got an iPhone 10 and it works, use it. Don't allow it stop you. And another really thing is, if you're going to do this, when that one video of Mocha, which I did nothing to putting it up, reached 10,000 views and got 100 subscribers, I thought, this is possible. Then we were off to the races, because you have 1 year between the time you put up, which was January 13th, even though the channel was older than that, till the next January 13th to make it happen. And if we didn't make it happen, we were going to start going backwards.
Mm.
So if you're going to do it, go hard and keep going, because that time clock is running. Now, I haven't gotten a notification from YouTube yet. I don't think so. I don't think I will. I looked at the analytics and it says 365, like I'm 100 hours away from being at 4,000 watch hours. If anybody wants to run any of our playlists, I'd be appreciative of it, just to make sure that
Well,
I'm not going to get an email that says, oh, because I think in a couple days is like our 1 year anniversary or something like that, that they say, sorry, you don't. I don't think they're going to do that, because I think they'd send me off something much sooner than this. But you've got to put the tunnel vision on and go. And if you make it, fine. If you don't, that's fine. But it's better to make it in that first year, because then they're going to start taking away stuff. It's going to be like you're 10 feet ahead and then you're back. And it's just this ongoing thing. And it makes it very hard to get monetized.
Your
Remember,
video that's about to expire?
no,
I'm just saying, the ones that's coming up on that marker, those videos, right? Run a marathon and just show the best parts of those particular videos. Run a marathon. I promise you, people are going to go back and your watch time hours is going to soar, because the videos that you put out prior to your new audience, to the new people, they didn't see those, so they're like, hey, let me go back and catch up, and so on and so forth. And then you got people like myself that like to binge watch content to get caught up. So if you get some time, clip all of your best clips from those videos and just run a marathon, 2-hour marathon, 3-hour marathon, whatever, of Bless the Crochet's greatest moments, or whatever the case may be.
That's a good idea to do, especially when it comes to our that's an awesome idea. I've got some stuff coming up. I just have to put it together. Like I said, I think YouTube would have sent me a notification to say, guess what, you're close, but they sent me a congratulations that I had done this much and we had gotten this many views and we gotten this and you've accomplished a lot and so forth. I'm like, yeah, guys, realize there's 150 million YouTube channels. 3 million of them are monetized.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Fishy Things that said that on the source. And I was like, thank you. Because if I've reached that 3 million, I feel like I've accomplished a great thing, because I didn't think that, it was like, man, I really have. With a lot of help in the background, of course, from my mama. She does a lot of the computer stuff, but, too, but, and have people within the community that are in the YouTube thing that understand and know, so you can go talk to them, because you got to have that. It's not easy, but we're in this together.
That's a fact, man. Well, I appreciate you so much. We must do this again.
Anytime.
For everybody, for the entire chat, thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Awesome. We truly appreciate y'all. I want y'all to make sure that y'all comment after the live. Let us know your favorite part of the live, so on and so forth. Matter of fact, comment where you're streaming, where you're watching the stream from. See, I'm so intrigued that there's some people that's in a totally different time zone, and hey, I'm glad that you took the time out to come check us out. So, what after the live, if you could just comment where you're streaming from, and shout out to Colorado. We appreciate y'all. Y'all great people out there. Y'all all have a safe and blessed night. Tell Mama we love her, appreciate her soul.
She's awesome.
And tell Mocha same thing. Salute.
Mocha's going back to a Sniff Spot place tomorrow, so we'll see how she likes this one. We check the other one out, and I have a very supportive husband and a wonderful daughter, a wonderful son-in-law, and you know, you just have to have the family. And I'm an only child. I've gotten so many friends and sisters and brothers through this that I am so grateful for. There's one of my friends I found through here, and she has an autistic son. And when she needs someone to talk to, she knows this girl understands. And we're like sisters. I said, you know, we're there for each other. And it's a great, powerful place. Build your community, not your audience, guys. And be proud to be yourself because everyone else is taken.
That's a fact. Thank you so much, Mary.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Definitely.
We got your back. You got ours.
Do not forget to hit me on IG so we could get you out your stuff.
Thank you.
I'll get it out to you probably Saturday, hopefully. Yeah. Next on the list, BDB. Like I said, we'll be doing the cover of the magazine. Y'all tune in. Stay tuned. I'm trying to run through as many issues as possible. So the minute y'all pick a date or pick a time, so on and so forth, we could get it knocked out. On that note, y'all be the best you that you could possibly be. And I see each and every single one of y'all at the top. Salute.
Bye-bye, everybody.